Could Tim Ratcliffe really have killed his whole family in season 3 of The White Lotus with the suicide tree fruit? In season 3 of The White Lotus, we see Tim Ratcliffe's character struggling to come to terms with the fact that he's about to lose his business fortune. His character arc looks at ways that he can potentially commit suicide himself, and then he starts to consider ways that he could actually end his whole family's lives. Tim learns from the hotel concierge Pam that the Pong Pong Tree fruit, as it's also known, has a seed which is toxic if eaten.
Yeah, the locals actually call it the suicide tree because people grind up the seeds and eat them when they want to kill themselves. So, don't eat it. I don't think you'd want to anyway, it doesn't taste very nice.
Tim grinds the seeds inside a blender and spikes the pina coladas, which he then gives the family to drink. At the last minute, Tim has a change of heart. He takes the drinks from the family and disposes of them, but forgets to wash out the blender, which has a small amount of the seed left in it. The question is that seed enough to actually kill somebody? How does the Pong Pong Tree fruit work? The suicide tree fruit contains a chemical called Cerberin. Cerberin works as an inhibitor, so it attacks the heart. Slowly, heart palpitations will decrease. Consuming the Pong Pong Tree fruit can cause confusion, nausea, and vomiting, which is what we see in the White Lotus scene when Lachlan accidentally consumes the drink containing the fruit. He goes off into a complete other world where he starts to see strange things happening, he feels like he's drowning, and he sees Buddhists. This confusion comes as he loses consciousness because he can no longer keep his eyes open. It's possible that if somebody consumed an entire fruit, including the seed, then it could be enough to kill them. In The White Lotus season 3, it's suggested that Lachlan hasn't consumed enough seeds to actually kill him, as he wakes up in his father's arms and everything is okay. However, if he'd eaten just a little bit more, it may have been enough to push things over the edge and we could have ended up with a very different season finale. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the suicide tree fruit. It's real, it exists, and it's native to Southeast Asia. Be careful when you're on your holidays, don't touch it, definitely don't eat it. Pam's right.
Sawadee ka.